Bar Hounds in the house there. Don Taylor and group. Nice to have you here on this Saturday night, trials night. The Metro Home Building Center starting gate is rolling for the 4th. Let's go back upstairs for the race call. Here's Vance Cameron.
Second division of the Atlantic Sires, Tobin's Chocolate, Candy Apple Red, Cutter Loose, Who's Your Father? Lights Out, Heather's Pet, Starship, Alicia. Top of the stretch. Here they come. Rough and pacing, and we've got a bunch of levers here. Candy Apple Red between horses, Cutter Loose racing a third now between horses as they round the turn. Who's Your Father? Lights Out is racing into 4th. On the cones 5th is Tobin's Chocolate. Outside of 6, Heather's Pet, and then the trailer is Starship Alicia. So on the backstretch, it's Candy Apple Red. In line to Corey McPherson, up front the leader. Cutter Loose away second, now in 3rd, Who's Your Father? Lights Out is for way 4th. Then in 5th, it's Tobin's Chocolate. 6 is Heather's Pet, trailing the field. Starship Alicia, 30. And a 1/5 opening up. Not a lot of step in here as they arrive at the 3/8. And that's Candy Apple Red having her own way up front. Second is Cutter Loose coming out of the turn 3rd. Who's Your Father? Lights Out at the rail 4th. Heather's Pet. On the move in the outside 5th, Starship Alicia. Following her 6th. Now the trailer, Tobin's Chocolate. Halfway home in the 4th. And it's Candy Apple Red, the midway point leader. In a minute and 2 consecutive 30-1 splits. Candy Apple Red at 5/8. Up and at her on the outside is Heather's Pet second. Third up the rail is Cutter Loose. On the outside 4th, Starship Alicia. On the cones, Who's Your Father 5th. Lights Out on the outside 6. Trailing the field, Tobin's Chocolate. They're at 3/4. Candy Apple Red is still there. Heather's Pet on the outside, the challenger. Starship Alicia coming 3 high now, 3rd. 3/4 and 90 seconds flat. In a bunch with an 8 left to go. Candy Apple Red turning home. In at the rail, Cutter Loose. 3 high, Starship Alicia. Deep stretch now. Cutter Loose gobbling up the track in a passing lane. Cutter Loose and Mark Campbell in the Sire Stakes. Second is Candy Apple Red. We're going to need a show photo. Time for the mile in 1:59 flat.
Okay, here's the Universe of Slow-Mo for race number 4 from Red Shores in Charlottetown tonight. Atlantic Sire Stakes, 3-year-old fillies in the B division, and Candy Apple Red sets up shop on the front end, and Mark just sits in the 2-hole the whole way.
Yeah, I got an easy first turn lead, a loose leader there, and carved out 30-1, a minute 2/5. Corey McPherson trying to put the field to sleep here. 1:30, and Cutter Loose and Mark Campbell as they bunch up top of the stretch. It looks like we're going to have a few horses coming from the clouds, but no dice here. Mark Campbell just slips on through, and the perfect trip pays off. She's won 2 of her last 3, and as we mentioned before, the race, it just looked like she had been gathering momentum recently, and this is a mile in 1:59 flat. Her 3rd victory this season, 4th career win for trainer and driver Mark Campbell.
Cutter Loose arriving at the fourth race winner's circle by pacing filly 3 by Stonebridge Terror from the Paris Dexter Dam Becky's filly. Owned by the MCR Cutter Loose Group of Charlottetown. Mark Campbell training and driving. Time of the mile in 1:59. And the filly bred by Kyle and Joseph Gardner. Cutter Loose capturing a division of the Atlantic Sire Stakes.